Club News with Yeltrah Nehpets.
It's 4:30 in the afternoon on the 18th of March 2020. They know we're not that stupid. Social experiment or something else. The plot is so thick, it's soupy mud. International crime syndicate, the real Lex Luthor. They are my headlines for today. And I felt like I needed to come on here today and do this, or wanted to, because there's more to this than meets the eye. There must be. They know we're not that stupid. We can't be that stupid. We don't close down the world because of a cough. Now, we keep being told that this is going to hit us soon, and for the next few coming months we're really going to be laid up with this massive problem. But most of us have already probably had it, or are actually having it right now. I think I'm having it right now. In fact, 2 or 1 days ago, I felt like really something digging in my throat, and then I felt it sort of digging in here in my lung, and kind of, let it happen and deal with it and stuff. I've seen people with coughs. You hear them on the radio coughing away when you wouldn't usually be coughing. But of course they're not saying they've got the coronavirus, they're just saying this is just a cough. Well, that's probably what the coronavirus is, just a cough. I mean, we've had coughs before. Look, if this was more than a cough, they would be telling us. We would be hearing huge death numbers, seeing people in a right old state. And I know there were plenty of videos coming out of China of people hysterical. And that was their main problem, is that they were hysterical. So, what's really going on? Well, I think we just need to go back a bit, have a little look at what was going on when all this first started. So, let's have a look at this. Right, so here I just want to come back. Here on this page, it tells us that the new disease first identified in Wuhan, China in December 2019 and now called COVID-19 continues to spread. December? Really? I mean, okay, I suppose it sort of broke on us on the 11th of February. So let's bring up the 11th of February and what was happening on the 11th of February. Or 10th even. 10th. We were having the storms, and all anyone could talk about was the storm, and why wasn't Boris, riding the surfboard on the storm to show everyone that he cared, right? It was about the storms, wasn't it? So I guess if that's a month and a half away from when it broke in China, yeah, I guess so. Right. So, the 11th of February, or 10th of February, is over a month away. So, on the 10th of February, they were talking about a virus super spreader. Someone who was flying around spreading it. It was on the news on the 12th, but there wasn't really that much before, and on the 13th, and it came and went a bit, and obviously the interest in it waned and waxed, and as it approached us nearer and nearer and approached countries nearer to us, the interest got more interesting. But if we're looking at what the real thing that is going on here, if it's not coronavirus, which I don't think it is, then we need to really look into some depth and think, what is their real agenda? I was thinking social experiment. At one point, and I actually think what they're interested in here is going to be multi-pronged. They're going to be using it for multiple reasons. Now, social experiment, yes. I think they're always doing that. They're always doing social experiments. Whenever something happens or just during the meantime, they're always analysing what we, the masses, are up to and what we do. So it can't just be that, because they're always doing that. So of course they're doing that. Could it be they're going to bring in the aliens, and it's going to be disclosure, and they want everyone at home in the country where they're living with their loved ones when they bring out alien disclosure, and they'll put it on the telly because everyone's going to be watching telly. Background music. Everyone's going to be watching telly, and then you have the alien disclosure. Well, that would be interesting, but in a sense, why go to all this trouble for that? I think what's going on here is really good, and we're going to see some order come out of the chaos that we've had for, I don't know, a dozen years, maybe more, maybe much more. Maybe since JFK was killed. Maybe. An international crime syndicate. And they got to such a point where they sat in the positions of power over USA, over UK, and wherever else. And that international crime syndicate was sitting on the top right up until we got Brexit, Trump, Boris coming and taking over. And now that they've taken over, now they can purge them out. And in order to purge them out, they need to get everybody at home with their family, in their country where they would most like to be, in order to flush out this international crime syndicate, a mafia, an international mafia. That's what I think is going on, and it's okay for me to say it now, because the bad guys already know that their time has come, and they already know they're being hunted down, and whatever happens to them. I saw, one of the things that made me think about it today is I saw two undercover cop cars on my way home from a job, and they were black German, sportsy, decent cars, but they had the lights and the sirens going, so obviously you could tell. That's how I knew they were cop cars. And two of them exactly the same, going fast somewhere. I was just concentrating on not being in their way. So, and I just thought, well, they're still operating. And then I thought, oh, hang on, this gives them ideal opportunity to carry out some such undercover work and round them up. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't think we'll have any comments yet, but we can certainly have a look. You can listen to this. This is by me, so no copyright here.
Why are we here?
Well, I think.
Keep going over things, trying to make sense of it. There's always just one thing you can't quite get your head around. Why? Why do we even exist? Yeah, it can get pretty scary at that point. But I've got a message for you.
This is old. Wait till it starts and then you can speak.
Wait till it starts.
Starts.
What, then I can speak when it starts?
Well, after the first word. We are.
Loud and deep.
Yeah. It's not such a great version. I could play it better.
No. That's... Sorry.
Sorry, pretty much finished.
Hang on, so is this your news thing that you're doing?
Yeah. I'm doing the 9:45 o'clock news at 4:30.
Hang on, so do you just listen to the news and live stream?
Oh, I haven't done that yet. No, I tell my own news.
Oh, it's your own.
Well.
See, I thought you just put on the news and like just sat there. with
Well,
that hat.
I was doing it a bit. I was doing that a bit, and then talk about them. Bloody hell.
Yeah, they just set up.
Say hello then. Get your face on there.
Nah.
Well, look, it's almost on there.
Nah.
Right, we got Eddie Mayer on LBC, but I'll have to turn down the jingles if they play any. Let's listen to a bit of Ed.
Who's Ed?
Eddie Mayer.
Who's that?
He's cool.
This has to be something
He doesn't
that
say
happens,
much,
like,
but
more or less immediately.
Thank you for joining us.
that's Eddie Mayer's voice.
Start the next 15 minutes or so. Thank you, Dr. Chan Nagpal, who chairs the British Medical Association Council. We're getting a lot of texts, tweets and calls from people working
You
in the
messed up my
NHS.
hair.
We'll get to those
No.
in just a moment. But throughout the programme, we want to keep you updated with all the developments on coronavirus with the latest. Here's our senior reporter, Matthew Thompson.
The coronavirus death toll in the UK has now reached 104 after NHS England said a further 32 people had died in England in the last 24 hours after testing positive. The total number of confirmed cases in the UK stands at 2,626. But yesterday,
well, that's all they're
Chief
going to talk
Scientific
about all
Advisor said
day.
the real
So-
number could be as high
Well,
as
the coronavirus.
55,000 since we're
It's
not
Corona
testing
time!
But I've just told them what I think.
In business, heavy machinery
Can you read
giant
that?
JCB has
No.
said it's stopping production
I will take your hat
at its
off.
UK manufacturing plants due to an unprecedented reduction in global
Okay,
demand.
you read
Production will be
this,
halted for the rest
if
of
you can
this
read
week
my
and
right.
all
Read it like a real
at the 9 manufacturing
enthusiastic
plants
newsreader.
JCB has in Staffordshire.
Report being so
No.
thick it's soupy
Will be
mud.
paid in full.
International crime.
Has been taken
Syndicate.
Syndicate.
Syndicate. Real.
Lex
phone operators are
Luthor.
going to allow
Yeah,
customers to
that
access
one.
NHS advice about coronavirus for free.
JFK! Shotgun pump action!
Well,
Conceive
that's not what that
it
says, does it? That
When I
says
rewind in
JFK
motion.
Jr. Is he still alive? Is he behind Trump?
Shotgun
And
pump
Brexit and the British!
When I rewind in motion. Shotgun
Right, should-
pump action!
Should we kill it now? Should we end the stream?
No.
What?
I gotta do something quick.
Well, I'm going to click end stream in a
Now
minute.
wait. Shotgun pump action! Conceive it about! When I rewind in motion. There you go.
Not in it. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's
So
it.
we end the
Hang on.
theme tune.
Shotgun pump action! Oh.
Yeltrah!
Oh, gorgeous!